How's it going, guys? It's your favourite disabled guy here, that disabled guy. And today's video is going to be about the video chat service, Zoom, and my concerns when it comes to security and privacy. If you don't know, Zoom has got into some controversies in the last year or so, including the problems with security called Zoom bombing, where hackers basically invaded people's meetings and started showing things like porn, saying racial slurs, and pretty much worse, and even getting into government meetings. So their security has been a bit lackluster over the past few years, and still is. Guess they have been trying to make improvements, but I still don't trust them. They have also been leaking some users' information because of issues they've had within the coding software. And they also had a hidden web server within Zoom, which Apple recently removed a few months ago. Which you can't blame them, because privacy, mate. Another problem I have with Zoom is that they use non-standard encryption, which is not very secure, as you would think. Also, they have been transmitting people's information through the Chinese server, even though they're based in another country with a different server closer. Strikes me as a little bit odd. And yes, within fairness, they have been letting users now made the choice of stopping them routing their information through China, but the fact they were doing that in the first place just strikes me as a little concerning. As you may not know, the Chinese government are not very big on individual rights and freedoms, which I tend to really enjoy, frankly. And another problem I've had with Zoom is people's passwords and email addresses have also been leaked and are basically for sale all over the dark web since they got leaked. And I think that would give some bad consequences for most people and probably make you concerned about who's getting access to your account information. So if you take a look at this screenshot of these are all the servers that Zoom has on their server within their business. And as you can see, quite a few of them are based in China. And the concern I have with that is, as I said before, they ain't very big on freedom. So basically the government of China could just barge in and say, we want these information about these people and we want it now. And Zoom as a company, because they're based in China, they can't really do much about it. They either don't do what they say and then mysteriously disappear, or they do what they say and then now your information is in their hands. And the biggest concern I've had recently is that since all this coronavirus crisis, the usage of Zoom has shot right up. Even my college has been asked to use it, but I've refused to use it because I do not trust their security at all, or the Chinese government. Forgive me for not trusting them, even though they put me in re-education camps. Forgive me for not trusting that. And yes, Zoom have come out and said use end-to-end encryption. And if you don't know what end-to-end encryption means, it basically is... How do I explain this? Okay, so think of it like this. You have two devices. For example, two phones. And each phone has an individual key. And one phone sends that key to the other phone, and they will only have access to that information off that device if they get the confirmation that the other phone has the other key. But once you're in the meeting, it's not end-to-end anymore. So it isn't really encrypted. And the key is normally shared amongst participants anyway. And even though it's encrypted, they're still going through Chinese servers. So the government could still have your information within China. That worries me a little. Because the people of China are great, but I don't trust their government. Not one bit. I barely even trust my own, let alone theirs. And these are the IPv4 hosts of a lot of companies. But as you can see with Zoom, it still says Beijing in China, so that's the main concern I have with Zoom as a platform. And yes, I know. They have come out and said that they're fixing these issues. But since they've been issues to start with, I just can't use this software. I just don't trust it. And I don't think anyone can make me. If I would recommend other software like this, I would probably say Microsoft Teams is a pretty good one. Google Hangouts is another. And also Cisco WebEx meetings. And finally, I would say probably Skype as well. I would use any of those besides Zoom, in my personal opinion, as they have a lot better security and don't route your information through China. I would say those are two good reasons to avoid using Zoom. I'm not trying to bash them as a company, but all these controversies just make me not trust them. And I'm just not really a fan of how the app works anyway. So I will not sign up to a website that's been known to leak information. Just can't do that. That is the main problem with online accounts though. That stuff can get leaked and you can get your information to the wrong hands. And yes, I know companies sell you information anyway. I know this. But those are the reasons I don't particularly trust or want to use Zoom for any reason. Now, I think I've given enough reasons to back up my views and thoughts on this. If you guys disagree or have any other things that I've forgotten to add, feel free to let me know in the comments, as it would help out and give me some better ideas of how I could improve more talks in the future. I have been That Disabled Guy. The links to my socials and stores where you can buy some merch if you feel like it, or artwork that I've been selling on Redbubble, as it would really help out a lot, and I would love to have some more people on board. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Share as well if you want to show everyone else the amazing disabled guy. I'm joking, I'm really not. Thank you for watching my TED Talk on Zoom. I have been That Disabled Guy. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See you next time.